Hello, welcome. This is going to be first video of many uh, regarding my Wealthsimple portfolio. Um, just want to start this channel because I think that there's a lot of people my age who don't understand the power of investing and what to do with their money. I see so many people spending their entire paychecks and not putting anything aside or investing anything that they have on the side. Um, I've been watching YouTube videos from other creators. I can list a bunch in other videos that I would love to talk about and how important all of their teachings are. But to give a bit of context, I'm 24 years old. I am Canadian. I studied chemical engineering in school. I'm currently working as an engineer in training. My official title position is a junior metallurgist, but I'm looking to get my professional engineering license here in Canada, which is a requirement to call yourself an engineer. Uh, Regardless, I've been working full time for the past year, starting in May 2024. I also was on and off work throughout school as my school offered a co op program. Uh, and so there were about 20 months where I was working during my school year. My school was a 5 year program, but that co op really helped me, get some money going into my life. I think if you have that available at a young age when you're in school, really take advantage of it because it's very helpful. Paying rent and also putting money inside and investing, like I have done. So one thing I also did this year was move back with my parents. So I got to save a lot of money this year. Doing so, as you can see in my Wealthsimple account, I was in school. I was struggling with money for sure. There were months where I was like, oh man, like it's gonna be tough getting through it. I'm gonna have to chill on paying payments and whatnot, and enjoying life a little bit. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, yeah. So I was struggling in school with money, but the co-ops helped. I think without those co-ops, it would have been a lot more difficult. I am fortunate enough to have my parents pay for my school, so I do have some student loans that we did take that I am paying for. But yeah, everything said and done, all the money I received for graduation and whatnot and gifts over the years has just been put into this account, which I'll show over time all of my net deposits. I'll also go through some of the mistakes I've made that I will never do again. um, just being young and stupid and so driven by social media nowadays, I just felt like, there's some things that I thought I could do that I can't. I'll go into that in detail later. But why don't we just get started? So this is my Wealthsimple portfolio. As you can see, I have $56,000, or $56,100. Quite a sizable amount for somebody my age. I also have maxed out my TFSA, and those are just in growth ETFs and other ETFs. I will not show that in this video, but I'd love to some other day. That account is sitting at about $49,000, which is great. So we've already reached that 100K mark, which everybody talks to at such a young age. I'm very proud to have reached and accomplished this at this point. They say that this is a quarter of the way to becoming a millionaire. Obviously, I've done that in a very short span of time, about 5 years. I'm 24 now. It's 6 years, okay, when I started investing. Um, but still, I don't know if that's going to continue to be the case, seeing as how I am going to be moving in with my partner in 2 months. So then I won't be able to save as much, and there'll be other expenses along the way, such as kids and moving and housing and whatnot. But anyways, really, like the beginning years are foundational, and this is how you grow and make your money work for you. Um, yeah, I have made mistakes along the way. But anyways, I'll just go into a bit more detail. So I have my first home savings account here in Wealthsimple, which I have almost maxed out. I've contributed $8,000 last year and $6,000 this year. I have another $2,000 to deposit into that account. Uh, the benefit of this, obviously, if you're Canadian, you're aware that it is tax deductible, and is also acts as a TFSA would, which there are no capital gains tax with this account. So if you haven't opened up an FHSA, I advise you to do so immediately. One thing to note about the FHSA is that your contribution limits every year only carry over for the following year. So simply put, let's say you've opened an FHSA 3 years ago. You would think that you would have $24,000 room to contribute, but that's not actually the case. They only allow you to contribute the year prior's contribution limit, and then the following year, and then that year's contribution limit, so a total of $16,000. So keep that in mind. It's always good to max out all of your tax deductibles and tax-free savings accounts. I do not have an RRSP open yet. I just don't think it's worth it. At this moment, I'm not making a whole lot yet in my career. Eventually, as I mentioned, when I get my professional engineering license and whatnot, I'm sure that my wage will increase and my salary will increase over time. Excited for that. Anyways, let's go over what's in my FHSA. I literally only have index funds. I'm just trying to grow this account. Just steadily. So I have obviously VFV, which is probably the best Canadian S&P 500 ETF that you can own. It's hedged with the American dollar, if you're not aware. So when the Canadian dollar does poor, VFV does better, right? But Wealthsimple takes that into account regardless, so it doesn't really matter. And then I also have some money in QQQ. So you can see about roughly 24% of my account is in QQQ, and then the rest is in VFV. So this account has grown quite a bit. As you can see, my all-time return is 20% in QQQ, which I'm very happy about. I actually bought all of these before the tariff news, but it is what it is. We're still growing, right? And so I've opened this account a year ago, and you can see 20% QQQ. That's quite nice. That's about it. I had some money left over in this account that I didn't realize, so yesterday I just purchase some more QQQ and some VFV. Okay, then going into my non-registered account. Here I like to do some stock picks. So I have some money in AMD, ASML, Equifax, Estee Lauder, FICO, Global Atomic, which is a partnered engineering company that I work with, and then a Realty Income Corporation. This was a recent purchase. I'm just looking to perhaps start investing in dividend stocks so I can get some passive income going. And then obviously a large chunk of VFV, almost $30,000 in VFV. So my allocation, I think I'm very, very comfortable with. This is really my first time picking stocks specifically. I'm just trying to experiment. It's working out well. As you can see with AMD, I am up 38%. I bought it during the tariff dip, and AMD has made a very solid recovery, so I'm very happy about that. Bought about $15,000 USD of AMD, and now we're sitting in some heavy profit. ASML not performing as well as I thought it would be, to be honest. I bought this quite a long time ago, maybe not too long ago, but perhaps 3 or 4 months ago during the tariff dip, and just they've been facing some struggles, it seems, but I still believe in the company. If you're not aware, they create lithography machines for chip making, and they're the best at it. There's not a single company that comes close, and that ties in with AI, chip making, and whatnot. So really, it's like a complete monopoly in their respective field of work. So I'm really excited to see what happens with them. I'm going to keep holding on to this one. Haven't seen as much growth in this one, but I'm okay with it. Equifax, this was very recent, probably 2 weeks ago that I purchased. So it's just sitting neutral. Like not, I'm up 4 cents, but that's fine. Like it was down a little bit. A few days after I purchased it, it came back up. I think it'll continue to do well. Estee Lauder. So Estee Lauder was kind of a throw in the wild stock pick, to be honest, because if you look at their chart, and actually I'm going to pull it up here in Wealthsimple, even though it's not the best place to do that. over the past 5 years, look how far it's come down. It was at $366 per share. And today it's sitting at 195. It went all the way down to 50. So, that's like an 80% decrease in stock. But if you don't know, it's a bit of a speculative stock pick for sure. But Michael Berry, one of the investors who shorted the stock market during the 2008 global financial crisis, he actually has a huge position in this company currently. So he's definitely expecting something. So I'm just following him in that regard. Obviously, it's turned out quite well in my favor. We're up 33.63% on this position. We'll see what happens. I might take this off the table pretty soon, seeing as how I kind of got lucky in that regard. But I'm happy about it. We have money in FICO, credit rating agency, sitting at neutral. But I think there's a problem with Wealthsimple because their current share price is not being actually articulated properly. As you can see, the chart just looks out of whack completely. For some reason, it's reporting the share price at 1,788, but the actual share price is 1,822. So that's odd. I should be up about 7% on this position. I'm not sure why it's reporting that, but it is what it is. Global Atomic. My Global Atomic position was actually doing very well, but yeah. Then my Realty Income Corporation. I obviously recently purchased this. I only put $200 in. I'm looking to grow these positions, and I have been heavily considering creating a dividend investment account. I think it's going to be super helpful for me later on when I start a family and whatnot, just to have some passive income to pay bills, my mortgage, and whatnot. I've been watching a ton of YouTube videos on it. I'll probably create a separate video on that, on why dividend investing is actually quite helpful and useful. But there's a lot of people who have become very successful in it. One, if you're Canadian, one person to look at is Gen X Dividend Investor. He has like a 3 point something million dollar portfolio that is all allocated in dividend earning stocks. He sees a sizable return monthly on that, and he's been growing that account for many years. I believe he's retired now. He just makes money off of YouTube. Really good channel to watch if you're interested in dividend investing. He makes great cases for why he thinks it's the best form of investing. Lastly, VFE. We're up 6% in VFE. I've been always dollar cost averaging in this ETF. Over time, even during the Trump tariff news. A lot of it was purchased before the Trump tariff news, which sucks. I actually made a huge purchase because I got my I got a sizable amount of money, which I contributed just before the news, which was back in January, I believe, and it just tanked. I wish I waited a couple months, maybe in February or March, to put that money in, because this return would be a lot better. But you can't time the market. Time in the market is better than timing the market. And that will segue into the mistake that I've made. So you can see over the past month, I've done quite well in my portfolio, in my non-registered account. I'll go back here. Or in total, I've made $2,000 in the past month. In the past 3 months, that's been $8,200. I mean, that's ridiculous. That like, in terms of like my salary, and this is how I like to think of it sometimes. This is about a month and a half of me working. So in the past 3 months, my money has made enough money for me to literally take a month and a half break off work. That's how I like to think about it. Just incredible. Obviously, we've had a huge recovery from the tariffs and everything going on around the world with all the conflicts and whatnot. Let's go 6 months. We're only up about 0.3%. Year to date, we're only up 1.3%. And here in the past year is where you can start to see that mistake is coming. Okay, so all time I am down $1,000 roughly. Why is that? Well, I tried to do some options trading. I in university, I started getting influenced by these day trading videos and whatnot, and I thought that I'd be very, very good at it. No, that's not the case. It's one of the most difficult things to do, for sure. There are some people who are very successful in it, but they spend their entire life doing it. They spend every minute learning, studying, and I just don't have that time. And so I played a bunch of guessing games, and it didn't work out in my favor. So in total, I lost about $3,000 from that, which sucks. So you know, if you're young and you're watching this video, don't do it. Like, it's just better to put your money in the stock market. Just imagine if I had an additional $3,000 in this portfolio, I'd be up. I would be up a lot more, and that would have also seen the growth that the market has experienced over the past year. It is what it is. I made that mistake. I will not make that mistake again. I think mistakes like that you must learn from, and I'll just take it as it is. But all time, I opened this Wealthsimple account very, very long ago. I did not contribute any money. I had $3 in here. I think it was from some like promo or something. So let's look at it from the past year, because that's really when I started investing. Actually, my first deposit was made in April 10th, roughly $4,000. And then you can see slowly but surely, when I started working, I started contributing more. So in July of last year, 1 year ago, this account only had $17,000 in it. As you can see, you can also see that discrepancy. The market was actually doing quite well during this time, I recall, but I started with this options trading, which didn't turn out so well. Here was a big loss. Here you can see it quite well. Net deposit 17,500. Total portfolio value was $14,000. So. Yep, that's the mistake. That could have compounded quite well at this point, but I will not make that mistake again. Okay, I continued contributing over time. Here is where you can see this large portion of money that I received, which I'm grateful for, and then continued depositing more and more. Here again, a huge contribution was added, roughly $7,000. And then this is when the market crashed, or not crashed, but made a correction. And then we instantly recovered. And you can see here that I continued investing and I stayed invested. It was hard for me to actually contribute more into this account as I would have liked, because I was in vacation, and I needed to spend a little more money during that time. It's important to treat yourself. As you can see, I've saved a lot of money over the past year. So sometimes you must treat yourself, and that's okay. Now we're almost at break even all time. We're looking at a 1.5% increase, and then we're back to break even. So I'm excited to see that. Then the only other thing that I want to get into is my crypto portfolio. I'll show my TFSA another day. But here's my crypto portfolio. I'm using Kraken. I have done quite a bit of research on which crypto platforms are best to use. I used to use Coinbase, but they charge a $3 fee for every transaction that you make. And I was looking to dollar cost average every single day into crypto, just to see what it'll do. And if I'm dollar cost averaging every day, I'm going to lose a lot of money on those transactions. So it just didn't make sense to go with Coinbase anymore. So I went with Kraken. Kraken takes a 1.5% fee off of every transaction, which I'm happy with. I'm totally fine with that. I could pay for Kraken Gold, which I will have no fee, and I've been considering doing that. Anyways, so let's go over my portfolio in here. I've been dollar cost averaging into 4 different cryptocurrencies. So here's Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and Solana. Every day I buy $8 of Bitcoin. Every day I buy $3 worth of Ethereum. If that's correct, I'm probably gonna have to check and show. Anyways, $3 of XRP, 2 days in Solana, or $2 in Solana, and that's it. And then every day I also stake my Ethereum and Solana. I can make a separate video on why I believe these are the best cryptocurrencies. There's others out there that I'm very interested in. I just have to do more research on them. In any case, I think these are the best choices for me that I've done research on. I think there's huge upside. Obviously, Bitcoin is regarded as like the gold of cryptocurrency, equivalent to the stock market. So yeah, I dollar cost average just to make sure, because I have these reoccurring buys here. Yeah, so as you can see, $8 into Bitcoin, 3 into Ethereum, 3 into XRP, and 2 into Solana. You can see here I am staking my Ethereum and my Solana, so I see a percentage return for the cryptocurrency that is in. One thing that does suck about Kraken is that you can't auto stake. I don't know if that's a feature that Coinbase has, but it would be very nice for me to not have to go into the app every day and stake my crypto. It's frustrating and annoying, but I've only received 3 different stake rewards because I've only started recently doing this maybe 4 weeks ago. I can actually check on the charts in a moment. But I've already seen them grow. So the first one was only a cent. Then the next one was 2 cents. But this most recent one was 6. So you're already seeing that compounding effect here, which is very nice. Obviously all the crypto, all the Ethereum and Solana that I earn through staking, I'm also reinvesting into the stake program. So if you don't know about staking, I'll make another video on all of this just to explain. I do think you should allocate some money into crypto. Not a huge portion, as you can see. I only have $1,000 in this account, of which only 333 are in crypto. In comparison to my Wealthsimple account and my TFSA, this is about less than 1% of my total investments. I would like to see it get up to 10, possibly 10%. That would be quite nice. So 10K. I've also been hopeful for a nice crash in the crypto market, just so I can keep dollar cost averaging into this. You know, at a young age, you kind of want those to happen now than you want them later on. But if you don't know, crypto is generally pretty cyclical. You see a huge spike every 4 years. I will provide a lot more information on that in another video. But yeah, looking to continue dollar cost averaging. As you can see, I started this portfolio in June 16th. It is currently July 6th. So yeah, it hasn't even been a month. Total profit on the account is $6.66. And all of the crypto that I bought, obviously, there was a 1.5% fee associated with that. So that is roughly $5. So we would actually be sitting at $11.53 had we not lost that money. But in any case, totally okay with it. Much better than Coinbase in that regard. I can't believe that there is that high of a fee. I don't know how beginner investors are supposed to get into crypto when you're charging that much of a fee for just trading. You're expecting people to just buy in large amounts instead of dollar cost averaging, which I think is much better to do in crypto. So yeah, that's going to be the end of the video. I will definitely be making more videos later on explaining some of my stock picks. I am also thinking of creating a dividend investing portfolio. That will be a separate video as well. I'm just going to explain some of my stock choices. That will be very growth focused though, and you will see that I will not be buying some of the big name dividend ETFs such as SCHD, which has been underperforming the market significantly over time. So it's going to be interesting because it's definitely different from what average investors do, but I'm really excited for it, and more to come. So please, if you like this video, give it a like, comment. I'll answer all questions. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Take care. Bye.